If you've ever wanted to build smarter automations in Zapier that follow different rules depending on the situation, then Paths is one of the most useful features you can learn. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Paths in Zapier step by step so you can create workflows that branch, make decisions, and send your tasks down the right route automatically. This is perfect for handling different lead types, customer requests, form responses, or any workflow where one trigger needs multiple possible outcomes. If you find this tutorial helpful, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more automation guides just like this. Alright, let's jump in. First, go to Zapier in your browser and sign into your account. Once you're on the home dashboard, click on Create. This is where you'll start building a new automation from scratch. After that, choose Zap Workflows. That opens the main Zap editor, which is where your trigger, actions, and paths will all be configured. Now you'll begin with the part of the workflow that starts everything off. In the editor, click on Action because paths are added inside the action flow of your Zap. From there, look for paths and click on it. Zapier will then let you build a workflow with multiple branches, which means your Zap can take different actions based on the conditions you set. Now you'll see Path A. Click on Path A to start configuring your first branch. This is the route your Zap will follow when your first set of conditions is met. Inside the path settings, you'll need to define the rules that tell Zapier when this branch should run. Start by clicking on Choose Field and configure it with the data from your trigger or previous step. This could be something like a form response, email subject, status, location, lead source, or any other value that determines the path. Next, click on Choose Condition and select the logic you want Zapier to use. For example, you might choose equals, contains, does not contain, or any other condition that fits your workflow. Then enter the value you want Zapier to compare against. This is what helps the path decide whether the automation should continue down this branch. Once your first path is set, continue configuring the rest of your workflow action and trigger so the entire automation behaves the way you want. The goal here is to make sure each branch has clear rules and each action has a purpose. If your workflow needs another branch, you can add additional paths and repeat the same process for each one. That's what makes paths so powerful in Zapier, because instead of building separate Zaps for every scenario, you can organize everything into one smart automation. After your paths are configured, click Build It, so Zapier can generate the workflow structure. Then click Test Run to make sure the logic is working properly. Testing is important because it helps you catch any issues before the Zap goes live. If a condition isn't matching the way you expected, you can go back and adjust the field, condition, or values until everything works smoothly. Once you're happy with the test results, click Publish to turn the automation on. At that point, your Zap will run automatically and send each task down the correct path based on the rules you created. And that's it. You now know how to use Paths in Zapier to build more flexible, powerful automations. If this tutorial helped you, please hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next Zapier walkthrough. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.